Let's nourish the oneness tonight. Let's come back to that space of one, where there's each person we meet is a thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Each person, I was listening to your words. Thank you, Saprita. Close your eyes and just focus in your heart. And if there's anything there that doesn't align with love, let's just allow this sound to process that for you, so that we can come into that loving space of nourishing oneness, right? And just feel a cord, a thread of love going through each human. We all have that same core, that love of the divine, source love. Let's tune into that now. Oh, thank you. Hi there. Thank you. Thank you. So, you want a drum like that? I just got this off of Amazon. 16 inch, I believe. I think it's a 16-inch Remo. Um, I tried to. A client of mine wanted to drum too, and I tried to find them on Amazon. I couldn't find this exact one, but it's just a very thin frame drum, and yeah, definitely take a look. There's other ones on there, but make sure the frame is very thin, like it's like 2 inches, 2 inches about. That's the key. That is the key to those frame drums that you sing on. Guys, did that soothe you? Did that activate you? Did that process things for you? Did you get any kind of like resolve or any message? These are the different things that can come up with that kind of vocal energy healing. We can get super calm, we can get illuminated, we can get an intuitive awareness. So let me hear, let's light up the comments. I'd love to hear if anything. Any anything you wanted to dance. I hope you did. Oh, Sarah, it was calming for you. Good. Hi, Sarah. Um, Saprita, how was that for you? Are you still there? It's one of the things as sound therapists that we do. We calm the nervous system. When we can get into vagal tone and we calm the nervous system, the psychology starts to regulate, the spiritual center comes forward. We start to get more loving intuition, and we start getting guidance of how to work through the next thing that we're working through, right? It was very calming. Good. Good, good, good. Calming's a good thing, that's for sure. Just relaxing that into that nervous system. That's a good thing. Um, let's play with some tuning forks now. Let's see what I got here. Oh, excuse me. This is a 528 hertz. Has anyone ever heard of this frequency? 528 hertz. It's a solfeggio frequency. Some the story as the story goes, the solfeggio frequencies came from the Bible, looking up certain word frequencies that repeated in the Bible. And supposedly this 528 one is very good for activating our DNA. It's called the miracle frequency. Does anyone know anything else about this 528 hertz? Hmm, okay. Well, I am going to hit it. And thanks for sharing that, Empress. So here's a little listen. Healing, yes. So just take that in. Whenever we're in the vicinity of a healing frequency, um, we get to make an intention, right? We get to accept that version of healing of ourselves, right? Um, that wasn't a good one. Sorry about that. There we go. So, all a healer is doing is activating a frequency of healing, and you get to accept it or deny it. So just tune into the reality of the completely healed, whole, loving aspect of you, letting everything else resolve, letting everything else resolve. You're seeing miracles all around you. Everything is working out for me. Wonderful. Accepting the healing. Yes, these affirmations over on YouTube, someone's saying, it says, I accept the healing. Everything is working for me. I am seeing miracles all around me. I'm seeing myself as a miracle. You like the sound bowls too. You know, I'll get one out for you. Is there a particular sound note you'd like, Lisa? Anything will do. You got it. Guys, I'm going to start a membership program. It's called the Love Tribe. And I'm getting that set up this week. And it'll be kind of like a version of this, but also with like weekly sound baths and weekly healing videos specific to what you guys want. So if you're interested in that membership, definitely DM me and I'll make sure you get that link. It's going to be $47 a month, and it's going to be a membership for sound healing and spiritual awakening. And so, because the subscription here on YouTube, I can't do what I want with it. It was hard to navigate getting the subscribers together, and it also, in my subscriber group, I can't do music or I can't sing. We can't do sound healing, so it defeats the purpose. So I'm going to get a Patreon membership. We're going to do that, and I like things really simple. They'll just be one tier, and so anyway, if you're interested in that, definitely DM me. All right, guys. I'm going to get the F bowl out. The F bowl is for the heart chakra. It really gets us into receiving mode. It helps us process those hurt, dense emotional habits. So I'm going to get those, guys. So hang on and tune into your heart chakra right now. What needs a little love there? You're back. Let's see. I don't think that is not the right one. Okay, guys, I got this. All Alrighty, guys. So yeah, the new membership's going to be more like, a focused session rather than just this. This is a little bit more casual and stuff. It'll be definitely more focused. So guys, as I do this, would you help me send some love to my dog, Callie? Not my dog anymore. Can you help me send love to Callie so that she feels connected to the whole, and she feels that we are connecting her to her next person, right? We're giving her love so she doesn't feel so scared and feel so alone, that she feels us all holding her, and that in holding that vision of her finding her perfect person. I see her with a retired woman that has all the time in the world for her, and who will be her just beautiful companion. And so let's hold the love for Callie. Yeah, thank you, guys. So let's just this touch your heart. Wherever you need some heart support, just put this sound there. And then we'll just take a moment to offer Callie this oneness. And we hold the vision for her to find her next person where she'll have the most joy and comfort of her life. Yes. Callie's going on her next mission. She's going on her next mission to give love to the person in need. Blessed by the universe. Thank you, Suprita. Thank you, each one of you, for your support and your presence here tonight, and for helping me give Callie the love that she deserves right now. We love you, Callie. Brave girl. Thank you for your service. May you find your perfect person who has no allergies. Wow, we've been on here a whole hour. That went so fast. It's nice to chant with these bowls too. So if you want to just do an ooh together. Thank you for all the likes and love today. Hi, Sky. So lovely listening to a bowl all the way to the end. It's supposed to be very soothing to your nervous system to do that. Believe it or not, it's still going. I know you guys can't hear, but it's still going. Now it stopped. I want to remind you guys that Tuesday mornings, wasn't that awesome? I know. Good job, everybody. Good job. think I think Callie's feeling the love. Just imagine petting her. Mhm. You're welcome. Um, Callie's feeling the love, guys. Namaste, Earth Angel. Hello. So, guys, every Tuesday morning we have 3 minutes of love. Um, that means we are creating a bubble of love frequency in the collective. So make sure you either tune in at the top of the hour on at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. Is that a waffle? That's so interesting. um, and thank you. Oh, thank you. um, so make sure you tune in tomorrow, 8:45. We start speaking up our gratitudes and we build the energy. And it's a powerful time. So a lot of things seem out of our control in the world right now, right? This time on Tuesday mornings, 3 minutes of love, really offers us a time to feel not so hopeless or helpless. Thank you. Hi. It's a time to come together when two or more people focus on a common frequency. It creates a resonant field, which is a reality. It creates a reality or a bubble of love. And so there's bubbles of fear in the collective, and there's bubbles of love. And we collect a very we collectively create a powerful field of love during that time, and it's really palpable. We only do it for 3 minutes, but all of a sudden, like after it, we're like, wow, I can really feel the difference here. So if you can join us, it's tomorrow morning at 8:45 a.m. And so please join. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for all your likes and follows and highs. And we got 3 people over here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Let's get the big drum out. So, does anyone have anything in particular that is challenging them? Anything in particular that they would like to grow a vision of? Let me know in the comments and we'll set an intention for this next and last sound bath. Oh, guys, I also want to let you know that I have an event tomorrow night on Zoom. It's called Being Sung, and it's all about spiritual activism and starting to use your voice for your soul calling, your soul purpose. So if you want to be part of that, um, the link is over in my bio link. Um, Mobile addiction. Okay, yeah, that's a good one, Saprita. I've been lacking on this. Find more structure. Okay. So we have over here we have mobile addiction, and then we hear find more structure. Sometimes the structure can help us with the mobile addiction. I tried to detox from social media, but sometimes I can't. Yeah, guys, sometimes when we hold strong to a structure, sometimes those pockets of window where we would scroll and kind of do that addiction social media thing, there's no room, right? So if we fill our days up with some structure and be diligent about it, a lot of times that social media thing will die off a little bit. So let's just work with both these intentions, okay? And we'll see what source energy has for us here. So I let myself be sung by source, and I just get out of the way. And it's kind of like a Reiki session through voice. I just get out of the way and um, see what healing frequencies want to come through. So that's what we're going to do right now. And we're going to intend to be more disciplined, have some structure in our lives, and really try to detox from unhealthy social media habits. Right. And so that's what we'll do. And I could use both of those. I'm sure all of us could use a little bit of that. So thank you, Pia, for those flowers. I love those. Those are cornflowers from the lake I live around. Receiving both. Hi, Enzo Sensory. Um, is it Kristen? Is it Kristen? Is that you? I tried to do that. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Structure, less social media. That's what we're heading for. All right, guys. So tune into that part of you that wants. Hey, Kristen, guys. Enzo Sensory is a great company. Go check them out. They have tuning forks. They have these cool little sand meditation ball things. It's so cool. Go check them out. Um, all right, guys. So here we go. Tune into the field or the part of the body that has a hard time um, allowing structure and allowing that healthier flow of social media. So here we go. You're welcome, Enzo. Here we go. Now take some time right now. We're going to do some decording and we're going to release some entities. A lot of times when we can't focus and have structure, there's some decording. When we cannot stop scrolling, there could be some entity and cording things going on. This is so I get a lot of awareness and psychic download when I tone like that. So this is what we're going to do, guys, before we get off here. I want you to literally take your scissor fingers and say, I decord myself from all the individual videos that I have watched, all the people that made them, all their emotions, all their beliefs, and you just start cutting the cords. Because what happens is when we get into someone's life and we make this emotional connection and um we get psychically kind of um connected to them and we can't stop. So you need to decord. So just take the scissor fingers, take your intention, and see the cord going back to them. It doesn't mean they'll never come into your feed again. It just means that you get to be you, they get to be them, and you're not corded. Okay, so cut that cord from those emotional psychic connections. Okay, cut those cords. The next thing is entities. So entities are disembodied beings, whether they are energies that have passed out of bodies that don't realize they're gone. A lot of that's happening these days because of people passing on drugs. So they don't realize actually they've left their bodies. They're really confused. Or they're fourth card or beings that never had bodies, that they have a capped consciousness, but they kind of they want to they want to live in their capped consciousness in your body, which caps your own consciousness. So that can also start habits, addictions. It can unhealthy ways of living. So what we want to do right now is I'm going to run a entity clearing. This is an entity clearing I learned from a body of work called Access Consciousness. Super easy. There's no like weird voodoo about it. It's basically we're talking to the entity and we're saying we're letting it know that we want it to go and it can leave. A lot of entities they glom on and they don't realize that they can go. They don't realize that they have choice. But hey, Owen, we're clearing some entities so we can get some healthier boundaries with structure and social media. All right, guys. So tune in to that addiction and that inability to find structure. Tune into that energy, and then we're going to go entities. Who and what are you? Who and what were you before that? Who and what were you before that? Who and what were you before that? And who will you be in the future? I need you to leave now. Clear and cut, right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. That's just a clearing statement. We're clearing the energy. We're asking them to leave. Who will you be in the future? Leave now. And entities can leave a vibrational print. It's like a magnetic print. So we're going to clear that too. So all the magnetic imprinting that has been that's near you and on you and through you and as you, let's just clear that now from the entities. And we're going to clear it now. 1, 2, 3, clear and cut. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shorts, boys, and beyond. And we just ask this in the energy of Source and Holy Spirit that you hold us in the highest frequency that is our birthright. We are whole, we are love, we are complete. And in that high vibration, we do not hold anyone else's emotional cords. We do not hold any other being, an entity. We release and we allow the birthright of our highest consciousness and spiritual center to be the protection, the only protection that we need. And we allow ourselves to rise there now. Aho, amen. So beautiful beings. So, um, see if this helps. Okay. Let the energy of your spiritual center be the protection you need from entities and courting. Okay. But it also helps to just do that once in a while. Okay. The recording of this live will be over on YouTube, so you can go back and get that. And I'll put probably in the descriptions, I'll put the clearing statement that we just did. But there's a lot of disembodied beings that can glom onto us and really wreak havoc in our lives. Um, and a lot of the courting that happens when we're scrolling and stuff, that can really be disruptive to our lives. So make sure you start clearing that on a daily basis, and eventually it won't even bother you anymore. Sometimes we have to clear it more than once just to kind of keep going. Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it was helpful, Enzo. Sensory. Any other questions about what we just did about the decording and entity clearings? I know that can be a little weird, but guys, these kind of clearings are really helpful. I've noticed that they've helped me immensely in my life. Anyone have any questions about that? Suprita, I hope this helps. I hope those two clearings helped you. Do you need to wash your hands? If you feel like you need to, then go for it. I wouldn't think to do that, but if you're getting the hit to do that, then go do it. When you're cutting the cord, it's basically you're cutting the energy, and the energy is release. Your energy is going back to you, and that corded energy is going back to them. So it's not really anything to do with your hands. How do you get those entities? Well, sometimes in a moment of where we are in our day, we match up vibrationally with them. Sometimes we kind of just like catch them, like we could be like walking by someone, or we could be on a video with someone, like that emotional courting. We could be in a crowd of people. We could be at work. Like they hang on to people sometimes, and then they jump people sometimes, because sometimes they have something to say. Sometimes they want to get to a certain person, so they kind of hitchhike on one person to get to the next person. And what they're doing is they're trying to find someone that has this marker that can actually hear them. So sometimes they want information, they want to tell you something. So that's another way of dealing with them. If you feel like you have a capacity with entities, is you can start learning to talk to them. um, but for the most part, they can kind of wreak havoc. Um, but it's kind of just a vibrational match. So um, a lot of shaman or energy workers, if you're not clearing properly, you can get entities action. And so you really have to be, when you're doing the shaman work or certain energy clearings with people, you really want to clear your field. And that won't happen as much. See, like shamans tend to work with, especially modern day shamans, sometimes they don't have um, the certain vibrational protection that, say, the Native Americans container had, right? And so you have these modern people, like young people doing shamanic work, and they don't understand how to set the space and the intentions. And you're working with tons of different entities from people's families and people's past and earth energies, and there's so many disembodied beings that you're working with, and you've got to learn to clear that and raise your vibration back up. How can you clear for your home? um, well, you can use that same entity clearing. Okay. You can also take a crystal bowl with an intention, right? Through this sound, I bring love energy to this house, and any energy that doesn't match it must leave now. And then you like open a window. You can use white sage to clear as well. If you are Reiki certified, you can just do Reiki. I Reiki this room and just allow only the high vibrations of the living source, a loving source in this room. Everything else must exit. Basically, you really just need to be clear. Um, a lot of times we're matching with the vibration of fear around entities, and they're just feeding off that. Basically, you have to come into your power and just say, "Get the fuck out," basically. You just have to really feel your own power, feel the power of your vibration, and be very clear with boundaries um, with entities. So I hope that's helpful. I do my meditation, affirmation, gratitude, and other spiritual practice to maintain my vibration. Awesome. Awesome. And then sometimes if you are on social media, there's a lot of courting, right? If you're in a food store, if you're at a concert, if you're at work, if you're next to a person that has a really strong pain body, and all of a sudden, like, people with strong pain bodies have entities. So, um, and if you're standing next to them and you're having a low moment for a second, like all of a sudden you're going to get a vibrational match. So you never know why they come, but it's good to just always clear them. They don't like cursing, right? I don't know. I think the cursing kind of is just like, get the fuck out. Like, it's just cursing in the vibrational world isn't like, there's no form and structure, there's no definition around what a curse word is, but what vibration we bring when we say it gets potent, right? So, I would say the potency of like a curse word is that they hear the potence, the vibration of the potency, um, not really the word, right? Um, But basically, however you create a strong boundary, right? If you don't curse, you don't have to curse to let go of an entity. But if like you just want to have a really potent boundary, like no, get out. And when you're dealing with like a demon energy, learned in my entity training was that demon energy is just an energy that we call on for a certain job. So, say at one point in your life, you were a very scared young person and you were crying and you're like, oh my God, like someone help me, kind of thing. That's when an entity, a demon is an entity with a job that you assigned it. And so, the problem with these kind of demons is they come in and they do that one job over and over and over again and they cap your consciousness. And so what we want to do is just clear them out too. So when you kind of hit the ceiling of your consciousness and you feel so stuck and you're like, I just want to expand, I want to awaken, like I feel so stuck, like I'm beating on a glass wall, right? If anyone's ever felt like that, usually there's some kind of demon entity and energy that you evoked sometime as a young person when you were super scared or frustrated or angry or whatever, and it just needs to be cleared. So all you need to do is demon energy, who and what are you? I'm asking you to leave now. I fire you from the role I gave you. Leave now, never to come back to this body, being, or reality again. And everything that is, I destroy and uncreate, right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, online shorts, boys, and beyond. So we just did a demon clearing. So let's see. So, guys, so if you had trauma as a little kid, most likely you cried and said someone, asked for help. And those little demon entities come in and they help, but then they don't leave. So, um, this isn't to scare you, it's to give you more awareness, to start tuning in. Could that be something that's capping you? Could that be something that's capping your awareness? Could that be something that's capping your awakening and your enlightenment? So it could be. And so I just did that clearing. So definitely go back if you want to see that again, into the recording. And yeah. Any questions about that? Does that make sense? Does that seem to like resonate with people what I'm talking about? And again, like I just have these tools from Access Consciousness that I've used. And you can do this with sound, with just with high vibration and just saying an any awareness. When you come into awareness of certain energies and then ask them to leave or you direct them, like your awareness and your decision trumps everything. So does that make sense? Hi, Juliana. Everyone got really quiet when I started talking about entities and demons. Yeah, just see them as things that you're just gonna brush off to get clear. That's all. Like sometimes we hear those words and we're like, oh, it's not a big deal. It's just a cluster of energy that's just clogging the system up a little bit, and we're just letting it go. Um, you are welcome. You're welcome. Same way. Same way. Like if those words are going to freak the kids out, you can just say it energetically, say it to yourself. But again, you could get a sound healing instrument like a 528 and then just be like, I bring every energy of my child into this vibration, and anything that doesn't match, any entity or demon that doesn't match, I ask them to leave. But the thing is, this really works with choice. This really works with awareness. So sometimes you can clear kids' fields and stuff like that, but it's like it's theirs to make a choice around later on. And follow your own knowing as a mom. Um, yeah, little sound baths for kids, like the chimes and stuff, and just keep them vibrating healthy and keep them laughing and keep them talking, talking things out and giving them some sound baths, and they'll be fine. What I've noticed, because I did it with my kids, because I knew about all this stuff when my kids were really little, and I tried to share this with them, and I scared the crap out of them. So without meaning to, I thought I was giving them tools and teaching them awareness at a young age, but it was too much for them. And so a lot of the stuff is too much for kids. But what you can do is just what I started to doing with my kids when they were younger is I would get like little fun crystals and gems, and we would take turns like placing the rocks and crystals around each other's bodies, and we would just like say a little prayer like sending love, and we would just do it in that kind of light way, because when I tried to explain the stuff too much they got a little freaked out. So your kiddos changed for last year. How to clean kids from those entities. My kiddos changed from last year. Yeah, I don't know how old they are, but like it does seem like entities take over at kids at a certain age, but it's really the entities of hormones. Kids, boys' hormones, testosterone starts kicking in like at 9 years old, and it can be pretty intense. It can make your kids' personalities change pretty radically. So, um, but I'd say just keep it light and keep asking permission, seeing if they'll let you just sit down, like, let me just do my bowl, or, um, just make it fun and curious for them rather than too serious, right? And definitely keep the conversation open about their feelings. Like, what are you feeling today? And do you feel down, or like maybe sometimes doing a chart of like the happy face chart of where do you feel like you are today? And they'll be like, I'm kind of on the frown. I was like, oh, what do you feel like you need? Do you need a bath? Do you need a hug? Do you want to play with the sound bowl? So it's just, or get one of these. This feels like childhood innocence to me, this chime. And these would be real nice for the kids to 18 and 11. Yeah, well, you're just right in there. You're right in there, the real hormonal time. They will continually, for the next few years, the 11-year-old will continually get, from your 18-year-old, they turn into kind of different people, and they do it at different times. Like my kid at 15 left the building, like I didn't know him anymore. He came back at 21, but then at my 18-year-old, it was 16 that I kind of lost touch with him, and he's starting to come back online in a relationship. But kids do it at different times, and they yeah, good luck with that. But sometimes giving them a book to read, like the Sarah books by Abraham Hicks for your 11-year-old, talks about like a law of attraction thing, and it's in a story form. So it's called the Sarah books by Esther Hicks, and um, it's about this owl and these two kids, and it talks about law of attraction stuff. So that can be really helpful in book form. But yeah, I hope any of this helps. Um, All right, guys, I'm going to go get ready for bed. I just thank you so much for showing up for me tonight. And thank you so much, YouTube. And I will be here in the morning at 8:45 for our Love Tribe 3 Minutes of Love. And you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and if you guys want to do the Master the Art of Being Sung taster. It's a 75-minute Zoom training tomorrow night. If it's over in my bio, it's if you want to do that. Thank you so much, Pia. Appreciate your presence here tonight. See you in the morning, Sarah. All right, Saprita, thank you so much for coming, and whoever else is here on YouTube, I appreciate you. And I hope to see you guys for the 3 Minutes of Love. Good night. You sleep well. No scrolling. No scrolling tonight. Good night.